Thank you for responding to my panicked email. That was so silly. Yeah, my friend just emailed me and I was like, wait, I haven't heard anything. Did I do something wrong? I appreciate it.
Feel free to use the carpet, get all nice and comfy, whatever works for you. There is no pressure on that end. Oh my goodness. Testing. Ooh, that's, we can make us a little bit louder. I got a big old projecting voice, but we're fine. Oh, don't stop just yet. Keep on talking. You're so authoritative. Now we do poetry. Yeah, no. This is nice and easy and lovely. Thank you guys for all making it out. I really appreciate it. This has been a lovely night for those who came out to Sophia's talk. It's been so sweet. I'm going to just wait for the last few folks to trickle on in, then we can get on going. Tiny joke. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
10.
10 tickles.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, people. That's been my second night. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I feel like it is about time to get on started. Welcome back, everyone who's returning. Welcome all the new hearts who are in here. This is the second rendition of the APT POP series, Poetry Floodlight. It is a series intended to get community out and about and together through the form of poetry. With the recent closures of so many poetry spaces around our city, we as an organization thought that it would be great to have a place for live performance still here in the city of Bastion for you and in your words. We are here because you exist. Thank you so much. If you want to support us or any of the artists tonight, we do have a donation button. I know money, capitalism, evil. But we do have a donation button in our website. Our website is up. We did just pay for it and make sure that it stayed up. Almost lost it, but there it goes. It's still going. If you feel at any time that you'd love to support them monetarily, you can do that. Just put their name in the heading and we will send the money right on over to them. You can also buy them a coffee privately, take them out on a date, romance them, figure out, you two were meant to be. Oh my gosh.
We met at a poetry reading.
So romantic! I love it.
You can sit on the carpet there. There's something to look.
Yeah, come on, cozy folks. I promise I do not bite. I am scary, but I do not bite. You're not any of my students. This is fun.
I think my friend might be trying to come in that door. She's kind of
No,
shy.
they're bluffs.
Yeah.
No. Come in! Do not worry!
What was there?
Is there a person there? No, it's just.
We've let in the ghost. Hello, ghost. Welcome in. We love you.
There's some pillows behind your back there. There's some pillows. You can give them to people on the carpet if they're
Yeah.
What's the pillows?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I would advise.
Go for it.
Eventually, your butt's going to get real small.
That's true. I might regret it.
It's okay at any point in the time.
Thank you.
At any point of the night, if the material is getting heavy for you, or if you need to talk to someone, you can talk to either me or Michelle after the show. We are a voice to hear you if you're feeling, panicked, or if you need just a second to breathe. We also have 2 back rooms that you are more than welcome to use as just a quiet, safe space for yourself. Some of the work that we will be talking about might be triggering or activating to some of you guys. That is absolutely natural. Feel no shame in that. Absolutely use us. We are your resource. Life is grand. We have coffee and snacks. If you need to go to the bathroom, we have a bathroom in the back. Yeah, I think that's all the spiel before we can get started with the formal stuff. As always, with every one of our performances, we do acknowledge that we are on Kakite land, the ancestral territory of the Kakite land. Now, it is ceded, but it is still their ancestral territory, and we do ourselves a justice by acknowledging them, welcoming them, and thanking them for all that they provide and provided to allow us to be here and to keep being here and to keep our community and our environment safe for future generations. So that not only can this poetry night happen, but the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Also, if you like any of the poems that went on tonight, please tell a friend. We die without you. We die absolutely without you. Without you, I am screaming into the void, and I do that enough. It's okay. Now, I'm going to ease us in, because reading poetry is scary. People can be scary. But self-care is important. So, I have asked permission for this poem to read it to you. I haven't received a response, but I'm going to ask for forgiveness instead of not doing it, because I believe these words need to be heard. This is a poem called Self-Care. It's by Solmaz Sharif. For those of you who are new to a poetry night, we don't normally do claps or applause. You know, it can be loud, it can be startling. Feel free to snap though. If at any point during what I'm saying, you like what I'm saying, snap. It won't interrupt me. Life is good. It lets me know that you're here and you're listening. So, oh, heck yeah! Okay. I'm feeling the love. Thank you, friends. So this is Self-Care by Solmaz Sharif. Have you tried rose hydrosol, smoky quartz in a steel bottle of glacial water? Tincture drawn from the stamens of daylilies grown on the western side of two-story homes? Pancreas of toad, deodorant paste. Have you removed your metal fillings? Made peace with your mother? All of your mothers. Every mother you can. Or tried car exhaust? Holding your face to the steaming kettle. Primal screamed into a down alternative pillow in a wood while tree bathing. Have you finally stopped shouldering all over yourself? Have you stopped shouldering all over yourself? Have you stopped shitting all over yourself? Has your copay increased, right hip stiffened, has the shore risen as you closed up the shop? And have you put your weight behind its glass door to keep the ocean out? All of it? Rang the singing bowl next to the slopping toilet, mainlined lithium. Yeah. Colored in another Mandela, have you looked yourself in the mirror and found the blessed halo of a ring light in each iris? Have you ever been content enough being this content? Whose shop was it? Thank you. I stumbled on that while having a self-care bath with candles all around me, and then my hair lit on fire. Oh. The quality, not the quantity. Now, I, for the first time, I'm going to be a poet for you as well, not just your MC. So bear with me. My own words give me pause on the best of days, and my stutter comes from the core of my being. So, from a performer to you and from a human to you, here we go. I am going to ask for a little bit of audience participation. Do not worry, do not panic. Or panic and worry. But be here with me in it. I'll let you relax for a little bit first. This is eccentricities. A mantis shrimp can see 16 colors. That's 13 more than me. Otters hold hands while they fall asleep. Dolphins get high on pufferfish, while cockroaches live headless for weeks. Parrots pandemonium, while porcupines prickle. And I'm left dull to our own eccentricities. How heavy could my words be when a whale's tongue weighs 15 tons? But, we're worth it. competition. It's not a competition. Spam it. It's all worth it. All of it. All of it, 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 all of it is worth it. Thank you. Now that scary audience participation part. Don't worry. Can I get a place anywhere in the world or outside of it from the audience? Costco. Can I get a job? Any job under a capitalist reign?
Ferry employee.
Ferry employee. Can I get a relationship? Does not have to be romantic, but could be romantic.
Grandfather.
Grandfather. Now, can I get a conflict?
War.
War.
The conflict.
Yes! Finally. The last thing that I'm going to ask for you, from you, is a solution.
Love.
Love. Okay. Now, this is called improv. Okay. Here we go. I stumble along the Costco halls while I wait on my grandfather to pick out his dentures. 3 in a row, 1 gold, 1 silver, 1 copper. I go, "Hey, Grandpa, can't you get the bronze?" And he looks at me and goes, "Ben, bronze was won in the war. Bronze is built in the war. Bronze is a warrior's color. I am no warrior, Ben." I go, "Grandpa, but you served." And he tells me, "Ben, I serve for your grandmother. I serve for your mother. I serve for you. I serve for the future generations that would come through. Ben, I love you." Costco. I think y'all are warmed up. You got your snaps going like it's grand. Let's see. Maybe I have one more for you. Are you interested in one more? Yes. Okay, I'll take one more. Heck yeah. Okay. I warn you, this one's a little bit heavier. This is my eyes. My room has eyes, a house lined with them, shadows of humanity, but still they stare unblinking. What are they thinking? My kitchen has teeth. I store them in mouths that do not speak. On the better days, they smile. On the worst days, I do not think of them. My walls have eyes. My house has teeth, and I breathe. Thank you. Now, next up, we have a wonderful, wonderful poet who, first, I need to figure out who is next on the list. But I think it is a general that I can say about every single one. Because it was you until you moved.
Yes.
So, demos. Here we go. So, Lola Clare is an American-Canadian actor, best known for the roles of Becca in The Power and Bex in A Playful Love. Lola is recognized for a wide array of independent films, theater, video game, voiceover, and national commercials. Very famous, Lola, you're wonderful. Lola received accolades for her role as Trixie in the award-winning comedy The Starship Osiris at the Soho Theatre in London. Ooh. She also performed internationally in Three's a Crowd, a clowning show in which she was also a creator. Lola's foray into the London theatre scene began with her training at a top British drama school, East 15 Acting School. Lola has been on the creative teams for several films and plays, including Ophelia Now, director, Celtic Sisters, director, and writing performed on stage such as the Southwark Playhouse. Lola is also a wonderful collaborator, working just together in a training class at Bartleman Beach. I met Lola, and I'm so grateful that Lola is here to share words with us together. Give it up for Lola. Thank you, Lola.
Wow, thank you, Ben. That was a lot of information. I appreciate you all listening for that.
Well, thank you for giving us all that.
And you know what? I was gonna read my poems off my phone, and I realized they were on my coat, on the coat rack.
Well,
do you have another few minutes?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Okay, so I'm going to blatantly rip this idea off from a wonderful fellow poet of ours. She performed here at the last Poetry Floodlight. Her name is Fanny Pierce. So Fanny did this thing, this wonderful thing at her event, where she, in the middle of her set, while she was writing a poem for all of us with our suggestions, can I steal a lot? It's a good thing. She told us to turn to someone we did not know and to tell them your name, and then to tell them one thing you hope for in the future. It doesn't have to be the deepest thing. You don't have to be bearing your soul or chest, but in this moment, feel free to find someone that you don't know, just in this room, meet them, give them your name, and tell them something that you hope for in the future. We'll give you around 30 or so, maybe a minute on our timer to do this. If you are interested in them, keep talking to them. Get their number.
Where are they pushing this narrative?
We are going up to the Mood Swing Bar after this, and so is your time. All right, folks. Meet each other now for just a half second.
Got it. D.
While Lola gets ready. Cheers. Okay, without further ado, I present to you Lola Claire.
We could sit on the windowsill, like scooch over. People can sit on the floor.
Yeah,
Come
on
in.
No, thank you, Ben. Thank you for the speed dating round. That was great.
I love your aesthetics. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Don't worry. Come in. Get cozy.
There's pillows to sit on.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know where they went.
Yeah, we did it back there last time, and we thought it would be cool to do it in the front with the window. But we got a lot of people today, so maybe back there next time.
Yeah. I think we'll move back there next time.
Yeah, it's a great. I love like people walking by and peeking in and be like, "What's that?" Yeah.
That was great. Anyone else want to come up here? Get comfortable in this zone.
Yeah, more people can sit on the windowsill.
There we go.
We got some more chairs.
Yep. We're equipped for all situations.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Oh, I'm trying to quit.
Get cozy.
Yes. That's our mandate. Get cozy.
I like it. How are we doing then? Are we feeling pretty cozy back there? Huh? Cozy down here? Brilliant. Well, I will dive into it then. Also, as you have probably noticed, I have a bit of an accent. So if I say anything that you have no idea what I'm saying, feel free to tell me. It's all good, and I will try to be clearer. Untitled number 1. We are just two animals, wild, sack of bones. Untitled number 2. Missing a home that was never yours. To begin with, they didn't want you anyway. It wasn't your claim to say. You had no right of land or blood. The years went by, and like a flood, you had found a place to love. Never, ever, ever again will you let the years drag on again. A winter's Santa Ana. Fishing boats on the sea, echoing the vast sky above. Twinkling stars, gentle currents. A moon bound in the gentle curve of eclipse, perched on a dusky sky. Crickets play to the silent lights, and the warmth gently dwindles as the fires light. Leftover flowers from Christmas, curled from the heat, guard the door as red as them. Wind picks up the palms, rustling like leaves, who resound off the ocean in competition with the cars, far from steady these days. The air is clear, pure to breathe, and you can see right across all the stars at sea. Cigarettes at 3 a.m. A dark wash of inky frost, a small glowing sun. My only companion. I inhale and it fills me up. My feet move briskly, beneath me as if they are their own. The stark streetlights float by like the crown of an earthbound heaven. But it is cold. And in moments I forget the jubilation of my freedom and raise my senses to the fact that this is dangerous. This is what a young lady isn't to do. But the adrenaline only makes me feel more free, and a smile trembles across my face. And again I intake from my little light that is my only friend in the night. But I don't feel lonely at all. Oh, London. London, oh, London. I hear you calling. Oh, you're trapping me. Foggy skies, ancient buildings, skyscrapers that reach so high. Lonely city, drinks with friends, a shared cigarette. Daffodils blooming, brick buildings, art that touches, people that don't. Camaraderie, shared whispers, brick buildings, grey skies. Oh, London, I hear your sirens. I feel your heartache. I feel your beat. People laughing, people passing, lonely city, no eyes meet mine. Oh, London, I feel your passion, your ambition, no eyes meet mine. Oh, London, I hear you calling, down the Thames, oh, wash me clean. Dirty water, dirty city, dirty jokes, your mind meets mine. This one is called Salt Water, and it's a little bit heavier. I took a bath in salt because I needed the ocean. I buried my head beneath the sea, but I was encased in porcelain, searching for a way out. I found another tomb, once again self-made. Pressing against the walls, my head underwater, I scream but no one hears. Nothing can be seen. But bubbles, a disturbed surface reflecting the iceberg below. But nothing to notice, nothing to stop by, nothing to cry. Tears and salt water erase anyway. But this is no ocean. They are not swept away. They have not become part of something bigger. They only stick to me. I stand up dripping. Dripping salt. Salt and water on naked flesh are meant to clean, but my insides feel just as dirty. And this is my last one for you all tonight. It's called Venus after Botticelli, with that beautiful painting I'm sure we're all very familiar with. She climbed out of her shell, all pink and new. Not at all what people were expecting her to be. But is true beauty ever? The winds went silent, and Olympus watched as she stepped onto the rough sand. Her tender foot, not yet hardened to the roughness of life, felt every grain of sand pressing into the soul. It cut her like loss, crippling her in pain. But beauty shows none of the ugliness of pain. So her smile remained. Olympus smiled, blind to her agony. The gods rejoiced and envied her. Her feet slowly calloused as she walked up the beach. Little by little she came to tolerate the pain. Unaware of her own nakedness, Flora clothed her in bloom so soon she would be taught shame. She would also learn the manipulation her body could do. So, one day, when she meets Mars, they will be more than evenly matched. Beauty with war. No surprise to those that know. Know that beauty knows pain, suffering, revenge, manipulation, and greed. Made in all of her perfection are the foulest thoughts, feelings, and deeds. Inflicted with pain and only growing brighter, it is no surprise that chaos becomes her friend. An ideal cannot exist. Thank you.
Hurts. Oh my goodness. All right. So, next up on our list. I thought that was neat. Someone very close to my heart. She is an award-winning actress, writer, director, playwright. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the 1.5 million things, but there's 1.5 million things that she does. She was born and raised in the Yukon on a small hamlet of Mount Lorne, on the home of the Dene people. Please give it up for Santana Berryman.
Hello everybody, how's it going? Is this mic on?
It is.
Yeah. Okay. It's a small space, we can all hear. Thank you so much, Ben, for having me tonight. Thank you all so much for being here. I don't typically read at these events, but we had a lovely poet get sick, and so I had the opportunity to step in and read some poetry. It's very scary to stand up here. You're all very brave. You're doing a brave thing tonight. Part of where I'm coming from, both physically and emotionally, is I've been in, I've been in the rural north, first the Caribou region, 100 Mile House for 2 weeks, and then with my family south of Whitehorse, Yukon for another 2 weeks. So I've been in rural northern places for just about a month now, and seeing this many people at once is but I was visiting my family for New Year's and for the first bit of January, and they live in a log cabin on Carcross-Tagish land, what is colonially known as the hamlet of Mount Lorne, and they have a beautiful rural life, and I did a lot of writing while I was up there. And so some of the pieces that I'm going to share with you tonight are kind of based around my time with my family. Visiting family for the holidays is hard sometimes. Yeah, that's for that. So we're going to get a little personal. We're going to talk a little bit about family, but I think we'll have a fun time. So, several of you know my parents. But for those of you who don't, they live in a cabin that my dad built about 9K down the Carcross Road, what we call south of town in the Yukon, and about 40K south of Whitehorse, which is the city, population of about 40,000 people. Hamlet of Mount Lorne has a population of about 200. So they're out there. And this is an experience that I had while I was visiting them. Early January. It's been 6 days of relational floundering. The water is deep. and there isn't much to hold on to. I am working from my childhood bedroom. Yeah. My parents knock. They say, "If you have 5 minutes, can you come into the living room?" I say, "Of course I have 5 minutes." I come out and they have gear, outdoor gear, all over the living room. I feel I'm about to be sacrificed at the altar of Patagonia and mountain equipment. They say, "We have these sleeping bags, and we want you to try them before you go camping with Dad." I say, "Here?" It seems awkward, almost obscene, to be in a sleeping bag in my parents' living room. But in I go. They zip it up, and they stand over me where I'm lying on the living room floor. "How does it feel?" they timorously ask. "It's fine." They exchange flurries of subtextual glances, and they pull out their next tool, another sleeping bag. We are going to compare the sleeping bags. I climb into this one. "How does it feel?" "It's fine." They stand over me. I am both helplessly small and ungainly large. "Okay," they say, processing slowly. "Okay." After several more sleeping bags, I am hot and bewildered, and we're on the last one. "This one is an Everest bag," they say proudly. "You could sleep on Everest in that. This one will keep you safe." It is an animal's biological imperative to swaddle their young and to protect them from the elements. It's no longer socially acceptable to do that when your young, your cub, your hatchling, your baby is 27 years old and works in admin. My parents are doing their best to hold me in ways that they understand. In this one, they say, with hope and a clinging to certainty, "You'll be safe." "How does it feel?" they ask about yet another sleeping bag. I say, "It feels good. This one is good." I let my parents be animals, and I let myself be loved. Thank you for that. This next one is very different. I am part of the subculture of people who keep worms. It is amazing. Yeah, I'm so happy. We're here to be best friends. Yes. It's a subculture, guys. There's a subreddit. Like, it's this people who are into worms are really into worms. So I wanted to write a poem about worms for you. I'm so glad. It's really short because I was Googling interesting facts about worms. Ben did a wonderful poem with some interesting animal facts. I thought it would be something similar like that. But Google kind of wrote a poem for me. I call this algorithmic poetry because it is the suggested searches when Googling interesting facts about worms. So this is a very short piece. The title is Suggested Google Searches for Cool Worm Facts, January 12th, 2020. Do worms fall in love? Do worms have emotions? Do worms feel the hook? Do worms die when cut in half? Do worms suffer? Do worms bleed? Do worms like to be held? Cool facts about worms! This is the last piece I'll read to you tonight. It's another poem about family. I got to see my grandma a bunch when I was in the Yukon. She is my last remaining grandparent and the only one with whom I really have a relationship. She's a very special lady. This poem is called Casting Off. My grandmother is giving away her things, favorite things, belongings that fill her with joy. Because, she says, she can't take them with her, so she has to put them somewhere. We don't have a word for this phenomenon in English. The best I can do is downsizing in preparation to die. She has semantic dementia. In the progression of this illness, you lose the meanings of words. So instead of forgetting you had a baby, you forget what a baby is. Grandma was an elementary school teacher before you were born, my mom says. She taught everybody words. And now she is getting everything in order. Like cleaning the house before you go on a trip. Leaving things nice. She talks about dying all the time. I won't be at the church event this year because I'll be dead. Yeah, we ask her, cautiously, for we still keep a fearful veil on death. When are you planning on dying, Grandma? She puts some thought into it. She really puts some thought into it. And she says, October. Because in October, I'll be finished with my gardening. For me, she cast off her special red scarf, the one embroidered with sequins. I wear the scarf and she tells me I look so beautiful. I'm aware that she's mostly blind, but something in the way she says it makes me believe her anyway. She asks, how is your wonderful partner? For people's names are also gone. And in her pauses, we hear the unraveling of her thoughts. The only solid thing to hold on to is the certainty of death. I wonder if she takes comfort in that. In a dark, fuzzy world where all of your things are losing their names, the best thing to do is to give them away. When my time comes, I hope that I, too, will be finished with my gardening. That's it for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Santana, for the worms, for Grandma. Thank you for the sleeping bags.
Thank my parents.
I will thank your parents. Oh, my parents are great. Okay, folks, we have another wonderful poet up in front of us. Now, I wasn't given a bio, and I don't know them very well yet, but they were so pleasant and lovely when they came in, and filled me with a comfort that I rarely feel in my day-to-day goings and my day-to-day walkings. So I'm excited to get to know them and get to know their words. Please warmly welcome Ellie to our microphone. Also, feel free to take this off. This thing is set in place, but you can move around more. That is great.
Hello, everyone. Oh no, I'm afraid I'm gonna do something.
Don't worry. If it breaks, it breaks. Life is just like that.
Okay, so I have a series of shorter pieces, and then I'm gonna finish it out with a little bit of a longer one. And I'll give the titles at the end. Filtered through lazy brushed clouds, a dizzy sun glazed my bend, and bubbled up I am myself from a sore cheek, which felt my ache and hugged itself against my newly warmed smile. That one's called Smile. A a void of churning, swirling tides makes fight and flight to light their eyes and sunder not the waves of lives, to break on heart and heed this lie. It's called Sunder. Sore, my back and shoulders ache, with arms firelit and sore both quake. Upon reaching our first long stalemate, the mind, right quick, begins to weave, and front to back, sore moments wake. That's called Growing Pains. Thank you. Kisses, soft with presses, his pull stands, his mess is a gravity-shy, party-high, barely skip by, with kisses, soft of same presses, restless with excess. Thank you, that's called gravity-shy. Throughout these months of countless hours, through trial and error night spots, I search for what I carry. I have found my pillows weakened. And that is called Before a Dream. My hand is weaker, and my souls don't always know what I want or where I wish to go. So I'll go by my Crayola streetlight and hope that just a little longer will be just fine. That's called Just. Empty and spread thick against the walls, I find couches love me tender as my feet sprawl themselves easier over backboards and under wallpaper. That's called my last slump. And here's the long one I'll close you out with. So does the butterfly. In midnight blues and occasional streetlight amber, with mind and body adrift, she floats through eyes that lift. She shifts to beat her wings. On sweet night air she dances, her breath cascades in patches. She flows through the rooftops and swings amid the streets. Her thoughts, they transform memory from deep cocoon to an errant melody. On love's ocean heat, her wings now skip a beat, and she lays awake upon the shingles and is spun around the sun, but so still undone by her eyes that accompany the wind and the wide, endless skies. Thank you. Oh, let's hold the butterfly. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ellie.
You're like a butterfly.
That's true.
Oh my goodness. My heart is stirred to fluttering. Butterfly, butterfly. Okay. Our next poet, we met in a roundabout sort of manner. I for those of you who don't know, I'm a teacher. I normally teach high school, but on rare occasions when the world is in chaos, they make me teach the littles. Now, little people are amazing to teach. Hard to talk to, amazing to teach. They walk around and ask you, Mr. President, can you palm my books? Mr. President, can you palm my jacket? Okay. And the buttons go up. Mostly the zippers, though, because we can't trust a tiny person with some buttons. They'll rip them off. So here I am, substituting a class. And lo and behold, I run into another teacher. we start walking the same direction home and avoid making eye contact for a significant period of time before eventually going, okay, the tension is too much, let's talk. Where we have a briefest of conversations and go our separate ways, expecting to see each other somewhere at the district. It's a tiny place. Now, cut to about 8 months later. I'm at an Indian wedding. The best of weddings. Lights are going, music is blaring, the dance floor is pulling, and I am sat at a table because I just know the groom and no one else. And lo and behold, that teacher is there. The teacher I was walking with, square, and let me just say, it was a fun time. We danced, we drank, and at the end of it, well, I learned that they're as big of a nerd as I am. And there is a certain kinship with nerds. We are a odd bunch. And so when we find another one of us, just like poets and artists and all of you lovely audience members, it is important that you stay together. So they messaged the gallery asking, hey, can I read poems? I don't have much. I don't have a lot of material, but can I read a poem? Of course, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. We have a full-on conversation, and I hope they don't mind me saying this, but at the end, they go, wait, is this Ben? Yeah, it was. So Sam, can I get you up here?
I kind of have to tell that story from my perspective now.
Oh, a little bit different.
Of course. Only second sides.
Don't reveal my poet outfit. I worked like 3 hours on this. Kara, can you
It's good.
snap? Thank you, Kara. I want to like lean into the emo of it all because my poem is pretty sad. But before I get there, I'm one of those like magnetism people. Like you just kind of feel it, like a momentum. It's like I'm in a river, and the river's like, you're going this way now. And I'm like, cool beans, I love going this way, I guess. So actually we were in a meeting, an online media teacher meeting at the school. And I had seen him kind of in the halls, and I was like, that's a goofy guy. I love goofy guys. And then, of course, he's in this fucking meeting. And I was sub. I thought he'd gone home, because this was like a kind of a later meeting. And I was like, okay, cool, well, I like that goofy guy. I leave the school and I see him and I'm like, holy shit, he did the meeting at the school. We were both in the same building for this fucking meeting. That's weird. So yeah, I was really excited because like I have that kind of rivery waterfall feeling about Ben, where I was just like, I think we're supposed to be friends. Like, this is kind of a lot and kind of a lot. He said we're going to be nerds, yeah. But I felt that momentum. So I go to the Indian wedding. I'm the guy who's getting married looks a lot like Ben.
Yeah.
He's not Indian. He's very white.
Yes.
He actually plays D&D with Ben.
Yes.
Nerds. And he actually played D&D with my husband for a really long time. He had worked with my husband, and this was kind of weird
Intercrossing of strings.
things colliding. And I'm there, and he comes in, and I see him, and I'm like, holy shit, that's Ben Pilcher. Like, immediately. And I only knew his name because I asked for his Instagram. So I was like, okay, I know his name. It's fine. And I'm like, is it? I think it is. And then when I realized it was him, I was very excited. I was like, holy shit. Momentum. It meant something. I knew this was coming. I don't know why I didn't see the whole messaging his art gallery. Maybe it'd be him. I thought I was talking to Michelle. I was like, cool, I'm meeting a new person. But no, okay. So yeah, I realized after I sent Ben my really sad poem, I'm like, oh cool, okay. Well, I guess the most embarrassing thing that could have happened already happened. So what am I so afraid of? So yeah, here I am. This is depressing. I wrote it a year ago. I'm doing a lot better now. My hair was brown back then. I leaned into the you get sad, you change your hair thing. So this is a sign of better times, okay? But yeah, let's do this thing. Oh, okay. Doesn't recognize my face. I think I look too excited. It's just like, Alright. Oh, I also learned that if you want to calm down, deep breathing is great, but you want to expand those bottom ribs. I'm a grade 1 teacher, so teaching all the time. But yeah, if you inhale really deep and let those ribs expand, that's what tells your brain, it's okay, you're safe. You're safe. Alright. If part of
of you wants to die so bad, then let's just kill that part. Perform a personality biopsy. Limit blood flow to the heart. Convince the rest of me that it was just a nightmare. The embarrassment and the sensitivity, just side effects of the despair. Maybe then, I can let you go. Diminish our familiarity. Release you from the heartache, the guilt of being who you are to me. Because no one wants to fall in love with a self-destructive system who can barely make it half a week before succumbing to cynicism. And no one wants to hear about how everything is on fire! We can all take in the blaze. We can all be a little higher. Paper people in a paper place, waiting for things to crumple. Well, I'm ready to commit a mini murder. Keep this entitled burden humble. So say goodbye to the responsibility of making sure I'm still okay. It wasn't right for me to ask you to make me want to stay. I did it! Yay! Creativity!
Heck yes! Oh my god.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks for letting me be so loud.
Of course.
I didn't practice that part. I was like, I'm just gonna let it go. So, yeah, it worked.
So, before we get to our last quote, we actually have a bit of a convert here. So, we just at the studio and the gallery had a artist talk. A wonderful artist who is present with us. Hello, Sophia. Sophia's work is just in the back, so after we get done with our poems, please check out the work. It is amazing, stunning, and if I had an extra $200, I would own it. And okay, you can buy it if you have that $200 in cash. Believe it for me.
Please do.
But Sophia introduced us at the gallery to a poem by her dear friend Sarah, and I begged and pleaded. It was, as grovelly as I could make it, and I can get grovelly. And Sarah has agreed to share that poem once again, twice in a night. Twice in a night. With all of you. Sarah, can I get you up here?
You can. I lost my book.
Oh.
So I think we should talk to each other a little bit more.
Okay, you know what?
Well,
I can keep chatting with folks. In fact, I have a piece off my dome that I can go for while you go search for it.
I think that's solid. Sophia, do you have it?
I don't have your book.
Okay.
The hunt begins. Actually need to take off the jacket for this one because I get kind of steamy.
Because you don't cry.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
God. Oh, I hate
that. I'm comfortable with y'all, but not that comfortable. Okay. This is a very short piece called A Pair of Scissors. I am laying in my bed. A pair of scissors in my thigh. I do not love you, but that's okay. Please leave my apartment. That was a real experience in my college years. I hope wherever they are, they're doing well. Still got the scar.
Wow.
All right, Sarah, you ready?
I'm always ready.
Ooh,
Wow.
yeah.
Except when I don't have
Except when you don't. I mean, hey, that's still.
If you don't mind,
Yeah.
I'm so inspired by all these great poems tonight. And I do have a few poems in this book that I maybe could string a line.
Ooh, I don't even have to convince you. This is great.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, this is a collection that I wrote about a year ago, and it's called Being. And it's a reflection on every sense of that word. And so I thought I'd share a few from that, and just kind kind of draw a line through that. And so this is the introduction. Whew. If I were told on some sunny day the mountains will grow old and my love will soon decay, I would rejoice at the growing mountains who gurgle and blossom with life and praise my love for their presence, knowing it was never mine. I'd ask them all where they're going, if they couldn't stay with me here, and each of them would simply smile and whisper a song of being in my ear. I really didn't pick which ones I'm doing. We're going random. Freeform. This one is called Love and Fear. Let their drunken bodies fall with vomit close behind, cigarette teeth hollowed, black, cracked and oozing gasoline breath. Let their monoliths of glass, programmed voices, fluorescent lights sink back into the sea of monotony from which they were focus grouped. Let the mud drink up the gushing blood of hearts in perpetual drought. Let the ravens loose upon their souls, taking them in, stretching them out to new horizons, other shores their narrow minds could only buy. With their where their toes will grow in fields, their hair will make pretty poppies, where their ear canal petals will bask in the fingernail sun. Let their bodies rot in the open street. And I'm saying this as a friend. Let them realize there is no birth or death, no you or I or them. Let's do Downtown Commute, Tuesday, 6 p.m., 2021. The evening's charcoal ceiling sends flurries of heavy rain loose upon the street lamp's gaze. Neon streams babble over stony pavement beds, feeding the sidewalk's mouth. Darkened boots tread, sending ripples of fluorescence through pools of reflection. A man in a lamplit barber shop, full of carefully snipped snowflakes, gets his hair trimmed in a frosted mirror before going home. And here is what I read for Sophia's wonderful archer that you guys should all look at because it's so good. Then this is there's 2 pieces on wrestlers there. I was also a wrestler, and this is a reflection on what got me into wrestling, or what drew me and many women into it. It's named Sparring with My Sister, Saturday, 10 a.m., 2009. I always want to note that this is my older sister. She's 3 years older than me. Anyways. Swelling pride narrows vision, muffled by drums of deafening breath. Heavy bodies carry pulsing hearts, pulled hair, and ripped geese. Stale sweat floats in the stare across the room. 4 fists tighten, 2 feet plant, 1 arm raises, 1 body runs. A soft stomach suddenly wraps firmly around a rigid fist. 1 spine rolls defeated to the floor. A neutral gaze stands over squeezed lids. Next partner. If I lost, I wouldn't be wrestling. And we'll do a last one here. Throw it off. Last one of the series. And this is called Being, oh my god, I'm seeing a theme. Being amongst the snow-webbed trees. Look at you, pretty people. Please, please, please do not wake me from this vision of life, laying amongst a battalion of thin trees. where winter's first snow lazily drifts onto spindled branches and pebbled streams. Each flake's ridge, finding another's groove, weaves a fine linen across my brow. If you find me on this path between where we are and ought to be, quietly observe this being, and please, do not wake me.
Oh my gosh, no, Sarah, thank you. I found you. I was like, would you do a poem? Yeah, I'll do a poem. No, I'm gonna do a set. Thank
One of
you.
those. Yeah.
My gosh, I really appreciate it. Thank you. It was amazing. Okay. So, we have one more poet for you before I close this out. They were wonderful enough to come to the inaugural Poetry Floodlight and be such a, and I'm going to swear, and I don't normally swear, they're motherfucking kick-ass participants. Like, holy fucking shit. Times 3, fuck. It's so rare that I do it. Maybe I'm on a fucking kick now. Whew. But I then asked them to come and read poetry, and they answered the call. And I shit you not. Yeah, now I'm on a kick. I swear to you, in my matching panda pajama set, did a little dance in my living room when I got the call. Email. Not really a call. We don't call anymore. I wish we called. But got my email and I did a little dance. So Michaela, can I get you to take the stage?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I feel like I asked you. Oh, but then you asked me.
Yeah.
That's true. It was me. Right. Amazing.
We asked each other.
We asked each other at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really feel on.
Yeah.
It's on if you. It's on.
It's
Okay.
on if
I'm
you-
also
Oh,
loud.
wow.
We can hear it. Yeah, it's small. Yeah, that's true. Cool. My name's Michaela. I've never done a spoken word gig like this before. I've written, but I've never performed it, so I'm really excited to do this. Yeah. I grew up performing. I grew up dancing and doing theater and improv. But around 19, I developed a chronic illness where that kind of active side of my art form kind of took a halt and started going into painting and things like that, and writing, but it just wasn't like the same kind of expression for me. And so I felt like this was a happy middle to try to explore. And so you're about to find out a lot about me. So yeah, here we go. This poem is called Filth. I once contemplated putting soap on my toothbrush. Now, not the expensive artisan kind, but like the President's Choice brand, you know, like the president knows how to choose soap. I digress. These thoughts, my friend Robin calls them calls from the void. You know, when you're walking past an old decrepit man and you think, I want to pull his pants down. And you go, whoa, that's not from me. Or you're looking at your dog sleeping and you think, what would happen if I cut off his whiskers? Or you're sitting in the emergency exit aisle of a plane and you look at the red handle of doom and wonder, I wonder if I could fly. You know, calls from the void. Avoid them at all costs. But when I contemplated putting soap on my toothbrush, I recalled the filth that used to spill from my mouth. And then the thought didn't seem so far off. You see, I used to be a compulsive liar. From 7 or 8 to late into my 20th year. Now, the sort of lies I didn't even know were lies, I'd done so dirty I fooled myself. You see, when you yourself don't even know the words spilling out of the saliva you're drooling on other people's eardrums, all you know is the anticipation of your heartbeat waiting for the other shoe to drop. Flop goes every word ringing true to anyone, ever. Poof. Except, I rarely got caught. Probably because I myself didn't know the truth. How can you fool someone on you when you don't even know what's true? I needed the world to see my pain on display, because I had a limited array of scars. Much to my dismay, the proof of my pain wasn't in my pudding. But now if I told people I had cancer, now that would align with the inner pain trance I felt weaved into. Now if I told people my family was dropping dead around me, that would line up with the inner orphan treading lightly around a ghostly family. Now if I told people I was attacked, that tracked with how violated I felt in my body. I couldn't rely on my truth to tell my story. My pain felt too gory to line up alongside a life that felt intact. Without fact, I floated along a river, peering into my reflection, my distorted reflection of me. You see, this pattern became so knee-jerk that every natural quirk worked its way out of me. I wonder why I didn't have any friends. I wonder why people were so drawn away from me like a moth to a drain. I went round and round and round, trying and grasping at love the roundabout way, when I could have just asked. I crafted my way out of the one thing I longed for. Then truth, with a capital T, found me one day. He said, "Turn round, my kid. Stop kidding yourself. Rely on what's true." Then out of the blue, he told me 3 names. Names I knew, but without any clue why he was whispering them to me. Go and tell those 3 you lied to them. Go and tell who? What? I never confessed unless I was caught. Go and tell those 3 you lied to them. You see, I craved freedom, to break out of this makeshift prison, but little did I know that every decision to walk away from truth was what locked me in. Those cuffs that jangled, that rattled, yeah, there was a battle, but I didn't need to fight. You see, what I wore, those were just bracelets. Little to my dismay, they had no power over me. Left set, right free. But I dangled them over me like slavery. Bravery? No. Now, if we're talking bravery, let's go back to those 3 names. I claimed to be walking in freedom. Jesus Christ, super freak, but I creeped out of everything that was real. Everything that was true. Little did I know that confessing with my own volition would seal the deal to liberation, to truth. I couldn't sleuth my way out of this one. If I wanted any true glimpse at the way, the truth, and the, oh my, the life that I had weaved for myself was little like my own. Yet echoed everything sown within me, like a tangled ball of yarn that forgot she could ever be a scarf. Trying not to barf, I stumbled my way up to the first. I lied to you. What I said wasn't true. Expecting to be cursed, they replied with a sigh. I trust you more now. Shocked at their reply, I rocked up to the second with a little less quiver in my voice, still with the choice to run, except I planted myself before them. I lied to you. What I said wasn't true. Wow, I need to tell someone I lied to them too. Then the third cried and replied, wow, I feel so connected to you. You see, that was the aim the whole time. Connection. Connection with another, the deepest part of another soul. My own soul. Maybe I was just deprived of connection with myself. Now, this is the section where I tell you the rest of the story. 3 more names, 3 more names, 3 more names. Truth was mightily merciful with me. So merciful, even when I forget my poetry. He tightened the connection between me and him so tight that if I ever tried to fight for old me, to tell or to elaborate on a story or to invent one from the ground up, he sprung up and whispered, "Hey, you're not a slave. You're brave enough to be free. Stick with me, it's better, you'll see." The time in between wanting to tell a fib and having the mad lib of my life filled out, it was too short. It's like truth sprung out of me. Brutal, unflattering honesty, like telling you this story to a group of strangers. It like became the new bridge of connection into the real me. Truth with a capital T, he knew what was better for me. With little or so much less clutter, I now knew me. And you, without needing any clue, can solve this next riddle. 2 truths and 1 more lie. Number 1, I know truth, and truth's a little sick of me. Number 2, fuck am I free. And number 3, I'm stuck. Good luck. So that was a lot. Okay, it's like a 9-minute poem. I just memorized today. Okay, beautiful. You survived. You got 1 more. This one, ironically, after lying about being infirmed for a lot of my life, developed chronic pain around 19. And this one's about that journey. I yelled out to my God one night on a rooftop prayer room on the border of Syria. How do you know this level of pain? Explain to me how 3 days of physical agony mirrors years of excruciating pain in every fiber of my being. Explain this to me. I yelled some more and fell to my knees in hopes that my frustration wasn't disrespect, except I needed to voice this fury brewing inside of me, feeling sleepless nights and fights between my maker and I. Daughter, he replies, in a decibel much lower than mine. I have joined in your pain since the moment I made you. That was the choice I chose and the choice I choose every day you're in distress. I joined the mess. Daughter, hear me. I know your pain. I feel it too. Then why don't you take it away to spare both me and you? I soon realized that answers don't quite flow when I ask why. I could try to manufacture a reply, but it doesn't quite sound like him. So knowing that he feels this pain too, with seemingly no urgency to make it dissipate, gave me strength to participate in carrying this load, with a strange, strange inkling of hope. That hope is from me, my daughter. Tune your ear to me. I know you feel like you're shouting out into the void. Face damp, left stranded, tears streaming as if there's something amiss. But daughter, hear me, there is no abyss. I hear you each and every day. Every dissatisfied prayer is satisfied in me with utter care. Daughter, hear this word. Your agony is like an iceberg. Every time you scream at it to go away, a chisel hacks at the mound. Those pieces are ground down and melt into the water, creating a radiant reflection. You see, rather than penetrating through, I'm making perfection. a sculpture out of you. While feeling every inch of this sorrow together, gaze at your frame through my vision. Your borrowed faith is my provision. Daughter, you see an iceberg. I see it finished, wholly undiminished, and beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And you. And you. All of you. We get to my least favorite part of the night. Because if I really truly could, I would stay here with you. I would be greedy like a dragon and hoard you in my collection like treasured bits of gold. I would look at your diamond reflection and like a dragon, I would grow old, right atop with you as my pile. Now, not to be romantic, not to be erotic, but I feel like electricity coursing through the power lines above right now. You filled me emotionally to the brink above. Now, this is my least favorite part of our show. I have to say goodbye. I really, really do. Because it's late and we gotta sleep and we got jobs to do, but I love you all, and you should know that. Thank you for being here. Thank you again. Even if you just listened, friends, thank you. We have our next show, February 11th. Same damn time, same damn place. I'm still on my fucking kick. We'll be open for a little bit longer. We have treats in the back, snacks. We also have Sophia's wonderful show, Up Tonight and Tonight Only. Well, I don't know when you're actually coming to pick it up, but Up Tonight and Tonight Only. Go give some patronage. If you loved what was put out tonight, let them know. Let these poets know. For one last time tonight, as you are in this crowd, before I disperse you out like sparrows on the sky, let them know that you love them. And if you're at all brave or curious enough, if they've inspired you tonight, if they've lit a flame under your ass, if your hair is puckering, submit. Send me your name for consideration. I should lock that back. In your mind and your heart. Let us know you want to do it. Ooh! Even worse the second time round!
Send me your submission.
Send in your submission. This is a space we're making for you. And without it, it doesn't exist. Yeah, you're next. So, thank you again for tonight. Now go enjoy your time. That's enough of me, that's enough of this. This has been Poetry Floodlight Session 2.